Hello everyone, thank you so much for being here. In this video, we're going to look at food recipe app that I'm showing here now. So the main motto here is it is going to search the recipes which we type dynamically here, and we are not storing the data statically in the code. We are using a API call, which is an external free API call. Let me show you here. For example, if I want to search for a recipe chicken fry, I just need to write chicken, so it is showing all the options available for chicken. So if you see, these are dynamically loaded. I haven't hard coded all these data into my JS file. I'm just making use of external free API calls. And if I try to remove this and type pizza, so it is showing all data related to pizza. So let's build this app together. For that, let me open my console. So here, first we need to create the React apps, and for that, let me navigate to my folder called React apps, and here let's create a new app. So I'm just making use of npm. You can use any other tool for creating React app. So I'm just using npm. Then we need to go to initialize the React app, and then React app, and here we need to provide the React app name, and as this is food related one, food recipe app. So I clicked on enter. So it is going to take some time for creation. Finally, after 10 to 15 minutes, npm has created React app for me. And if you see, it is saying happy hacking. Let's start the npm app. To start development server, we need to navigate to the folder where we have created. So let me see what our projects exist in the React apps. So we have these many apps present, and let me navigate to recently created app, that is food recipe app. So now I'm at correct destination, and to start the development server we need to use npm start. So if we click on this one, it is running the background script and it is going to open the development server for us. So it is asking that something is already running on port 3000 that we are seeing already. So let's open it on other port. So I said yes, it is going to open one more server with the 3001. So it is loading, and it will show some predefined content for us just to make sure that React app is working for perfectly. So if you see, it is showing that it is working perfectly, and this is React app. And let's open this one in one of the IDEs, and my favorite IDE for React is Microsoft Visual Studio Code. And let me open Microsoft Visual Studio Code, and we already have an app here, and let's try to open our folder that is created just now, and food recipe app, select folder. Here we go. So we have the food recipe app file with us, and the content we are seeing in the 3001 now is coming from here. So let's delete all this stuff, and let's just keep hello world. And this is the most commonly used message for all programming language, and I can see hello world dynamically here without loading the page. So it is working as expected. Now let's build the app together now. So now what we need, so we need a header row, something like this. So we need a header row, and we need some input text box to enter the recipe name, and we need the all the cards like this, a recipe cards I can say. So if you see this, everything is a card here. So this is a card, this is a card, this is a card, and it has some title and it has some content. Here I'm just mentioning the number of calories for each food, and we need to build this one. So we need the header. So let's start with that. So for header, let's say head food search app. This is fine, and then we need some input tag. Input type equal to text, and let's keep it as it is, and let's add placeholder as well. Enter something, something, and then let's see what is happening. So we got the head one, and we got the search box to enter the recipe name, and then now let's start our API. So let's generate the API key for this. So we have a free API call idemam. From here we can make use of many APIs. So let's use recipe search API, and if you see here we can use this one developer version, and which is free, and we can hit only 10 calls per minute to this web service call, which means we cannot search more than 10 elements per minute using this REST API. If you search more than 10, you'll be getting an email from Edmam to subscribe for this or this. So to generate API key and app ID, we just need to click on start now, and here you need to enter your email address or username that should be unique. So I'm going to enter my email address, teja.cloud.1 at gmail.com, because my email ID will be unique. So I'm just using the same email ID as my username, and I'm just going to paste Gmail as my Gmail address, and I'm just typing my password and organization Ankura Academy, and I'm just a developer, and agree to the terms and condition without reading to them, and it is loading. Perfect. So we were able to create the account. Let's open, let's sign into this one. So no thanks, sign in and remember me, don't ask me the passwords again and again. So now we are seeing that we have many APIs available which are for free, and we are interested in recipe search. So let's pick it up. We already have this one, so we'll use this one, APIs and search API, and here we go, food search recipe API demo, and here we can see that this is same as before. So if we see, it is saying chicken. If we click on search, it is showing some content for us, but if you see, we need to click on search button, then only it is showing, but in our case it is showing on key press up. So let's use the documentation. So if you see here, it is providing how we can hit REST API with the app ID and app key. And to get the API keys, for now we need to use this one, get an API key now. If you see here, I already have an ID. If I want to see the key, I need to click on view. So here I have application ID and application key present. So let's try to hit it from Postman tool. So Postman tool is something that we can hit web services. So I just open my Postman, So I don't want any of these. I'm just closing all of these, and I need the endpoint URL for this, and the endpoint URL I can find it from, let me duplicate this one so that I can find the endpoint URL for this API call. So I can go back here, and in the documentation I can see endpoint from here. So here I have seen the data, and if you see here recipes, and I have my application ID here. I'm going to paste it here, and my application key here, and query should be something like chicken, and these are optional fields we don't need to pass. If you want to pass anything, you can definitely pass, and if you click on try it out, it is returning response body, and if you see the response code, it is 200, which means we are able to successfully connect to the API call. And let's try it from Postman as well. So I'm just entering the same thing. If you see here, as soon as I entered this URL, in the params I can see that the queue is chicken, and the app ID is this, and app key is this one. So it is working as expected. And let's try it from here. If I click on send, it is trying to contact with the API of Edmam. It is taking more time. Maybe most of the users are using the same API. Could not send. Okay, let's try it one more time. It is taking more time to hit this one, but that should be fine. At least we are able to see 200 response from here. At least we don't need to worry about anything here. So we got the response. Now we'll try to use this API in order to get the food images, number of calories required for each food, and everything. So let's start from here. So in this video, what we have seen is, we have seen what we are going to build, and for that we need an API. So we have built our API keys and API IDs which are required to get the recipe details, and we have created a React app using npm tool, and we have created h1, and we have created some input box. In next video, the continuation video, will be reacting with the actual application. I will be creating React app. Please do watch the second video as well. Thank you so much.